It has been a full week since I published my initial reactions to the National Association of Realtors settlement, the $418 million landmark settlement, and I don't know if I am any more clear today on what that actually means as to where I was when I first heard about it. Brian here with Lamacchia Realty, and there's a couple things I want to cover in this video and things that have been talked about in the past week by a lot of different people. So one of the things that's actually in this settlement that really surprises me is that it is not preventing sellers from making a offer of compensation to a buyer's broker. Now, why is that a big deal? That's a big deal because it's not really in the spirit of what the Department of Justice actually wants. The Department of Justice wants zero blanket offer of compensation. In the way that the new rules are being written, or the new standards of practice are being written, is that you are still going to be able to do that, but you're just not going to be able to do that in MLS. So that means you're going to have a lot less transparency in if you're a buyer or if you're a seller. You're just not going to know what's going on in the marketplace, because right now you do know. When I go into MLS as a realtor, I can see all of those different offers of compensation, and it doesn't make a lick of difference what somebody's offering on the property. The buyers are the ones that drive the process, so it really doesn't make a huge deal. But what's going to happen is sellers may or may not offer different compensation, and then that's going to be commuted via literally like back channels, text messages, on directly on brokerages' websites. So it's not a good look. It's more shady than what the perception is that is going on right now, which is totally above board, which makes absolutely no sense to me. The other thing that I didn't realize was how much disdain and contempt people have for real estate agents, realtors, and the real estate industry writ large. People do not like people who work in real estate. And maybe that's just like a biased thing that you see on the articles, but from the comments that I got on my first video, people are saying, good, they're stealing my money. They're scumbags. They're like used car salespeople. And that couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, I'm a working professional. I deal with professionals all day long, and I really haven't come across someone that I thought like, wow, that person's a scumbag. It just hasn't happened. They weed themselves out so quickly. They don't make it in this industry because you have to have integrity in order to achieve success, and you'll get spit out so quickly if you don't adhere to the standards of practice. So I don't know where that's coming from. Maybe it's different in other parts of the country. That's the only thing I can think about. Or it's people who are currently unable to buy a home and are still renting and are frustrated with the entire process, which I completely understand and sympathize with, because it is very expensive. So unless you have the ability, you have access to capital that allows you to buy a home, it is very, very difficult to buy your first home. So I get that, but the frustration should not be levied against the real estate professionals. It should be against your legislative leaders. We need more homes. It's a supply issue. And unfortunately, as realtors, we do not impact that in any way, shape, or form. So anyways, those are my thoughts. Who knows where this is going? This hasn't been approved yet, so it's not actually, official, but we're going to have to wait and see. And I can't imagine that the Department of Justice is going to allow that standard of practice to exist, where we can still offer, or a seller can still offer that blanket offer of compensation. Now, that's not to say that as part of an offer, that would include some type of seller concession to offset the buyer broker compensation, but to offer it before even getting to the offer, I don't think is going to fly, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know down in the comments. And if you did enjoy content like this, make sure that you smash the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.